Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chanel. Today I'm going to be discussing my 2025 fashion ins and outs. As Heidi Klum once said, one day you're in and the next day you're out. And if you see me wearing anything on the outs list, mind the business, that's yours, okay? I'm just a girl. Out, Little House on the Prairie tops. I've been seeing so many people buy or recreate tops that are inspired by like the Ghani top. I've seen enough. I've seen versions that I actually do like of it, mainly without the puff sleeve, but I just can't bear to look at it anymore. Now the tie, even the peplum I'm okay with, but something about the puff sleeves added on, it just throws off the whole top for me. Maybe I'm just tired of seeing it, but especially that puff sleeve, she's gotta go. And this one's a little bit random, but parents dressing their kids in clothes that like the parents would have worn when they were kids. So like millennials like buying baby clothes that are from the 90s for their kids now. I love that. I saw this girl, I believe on TikTok, and she spent like years and years like thrifting and collecting vintage baby clothes. There's like a news article about her, I think on like Good Morning America or something like that. I'll link it down below. That really inspired me. And also just looking back on my old pictures from when I was a kid, they don't make clothes like that anymore. So I think I'm gonna start doing that. Next out is buying things or wearing things that are inherently unique, but wearing them just for the sake of being unique. Okay, you know those, I think they're Bottega boots, the ones that have like the big fat like toe part to the boot. People like buying those because they're unique, but not because like they actually like them. They just want to like be unique and say they have them. I've done this. I've worn clothes or I've styled things that I think are like, ooh, so stylish or so unique. Like I'm so different, girl. And then I look back and I'm like, why did I even wear that? I didn't like that then. So why did I do that? If you check back my videos like 2 years ago and you'll see like the outfits that I was wearing, it was ridiculous. I look insane and it's definitely not my style at all. And I think that had a lot to do with if you wore like crazy outfits, like it got more attention and more like gravitational pull. So yeah, don't wear things just for the sake of being unique. Wear them because you actually like them. In drop waist silhouettes, I've been getting more into skirts and I like wearing skirts with like a longer top, and I've been seeing like the drop waist dresses and skirts becoming more trendy from the latter part of like 2024, and I'm here for it. I love it. Something about it, I'm just like, ooh. But it's also very interesting to see how things will stay the same throughout trends, but like the rise of the pant, jean, skirt, short fluctuates. So like high-rise jeans were like really popular when I was in middle school, and then low-rise jeans were popular and still popular like right now in my 20s. Out. Polos. This is probably a trauma response from being in school and being forced to wear polos from 5th grade to like senior year of high school. And honestly, I'm anti-polo. Like, get me away, get me away. I used to have to buy polos from like Aeropostale, I think Dickies. I think it's more like triggering than anything. And some people can pull off polos, but for me, when I see a person in a polo, I'm like, no, we're not trauma bonding on that. I know Miu Miu, their collection maybe 2 seasons ago, or it could have been last season. They did a kind of like school preppy-ish kind of vibe, and they did a lot of polos. There were a couple actually designers that did polos for fall, winter. But anyway, they became more popular and I'm seeing them more and more. And if you see me in a polo, somebody do a wellness check on me because I'm actually not okay. In the mall, me and my friend, we went to the mall a couple times throughout the latter part of 2024. And honestly, I miss going to the mall when everybody's able to get home safe and just vibing and shopping and doing whatever. And you're not being bothered by the TikTok interviewers. And you can just like vibe, chat with friends, chat with family, walk, shop in the different stores. Even if you don't buy anything, just that kind of nostalgic feel, something about it just hits different. Out. It's shaggy fur and Sherpa, or like the teddy coats. Remember when teddy coats were popular? Girl, something about them, I just look at them and after a few wears, they just look ratty. And they also remind me of Where the Wild Things Are. And honestly, I feel like that shouldn't even be a kid's book. Something about it is a little dark to be a kid's book, but that's another topic for another day. Speaking of that book, I kind of want to start collecting books from when I was a child to carry over and read to my children. Maybe I'm just a hoarder. Maybe that's like the conclusion of this video, is that I'm a hoarder. We'll talk about it later. In wool coats. I think wool coats are gonna come back. I feel like they're a certified hood classic. You can't go wrong with a wool coat, and I feel like we're gonna be seeing them a lot more, especially since preppiness is kind of coming back, especially that Miu Miu collection. And there's another designer. Their Copenhagen show is like on a track. I feel like those like influences will bring back more sleek silhouettes. Out. Some of you might come for me, but mesh shoes, look, let them go. I don't care if it's an Alaya. I don't care if it's a Bottega. I don't care if you got it from Target. Stop. Get some help. The mesh shoes, I don't want to see your toe cheese. I don't want to see your crusty, dusty nails. I've seen a lot of people in New York City wearing these mesh shoes. And I'm like, how are you wearing these mesh shoes knowing that there's probably going to be a rat scurrying across your feet? You know what I mean? I don't even know what the purpose of them is, actually. Breathability, because I feel like mesh like makes your feet stink even more. Like, you know how those mesh like stretchy tops are? Those are well known for making people like stink once they sweat. So like, I feel like it's the same for the shoes. And pixie cuts. I've been seeing a lot of girlies rock the pixie cuts, and while my head is too big to be rocking a pixie cut, I think a lot of people can pull it off. I'm not that one, but somebody can and has and will. I like it. I think it's very like mod, like 60s. If you want to do a pixie cut, go for it, girl. At me so I can see it in boat shoes. Again, along with the preppiness, boat shoes. I loved boat shoes in like middle school, and I'd like to buy some to bring that back. Honestly, they were pretty comfortable. I feel like you could wear them all year round. They go with a lot of things. I'm here for the boat shoes. Another this isn't really fashion per se, but for my black girlies, you know, the crochet hairstyles, bring them back. Even if you guys don't bring them back, I think I'm gonna bring them back, because something about me, I don't like getting individual braids. Every time I get them, they barely last. Not even that they don't last, I just take them out. I think a crochet hairstyle will be more worth my time because it won't take as long, hopefully. Bring back the crochet braids, twists, locks, goddess locks, Senegalese, like bring them back, because I'm not here for the shake and bake wig. Like, I need something that's easy and versatile. And the shake and bake wigs, I haven't found a good wig, maybe because my head is too big, but shake and bakes, no. Crochet, yes. Another is modest dressing. This one, something about modest dressing, anytime I see a hijabi woman is always going to eat the girlies down every time. Argue with your mom. It's not even up for debate. The girlies are gonna serve. And I've also seen different influencers of different religions, or not even like specifically for religious purposes, dress more modestly, and I'm here for it. A lot of inspiration that I've been getting recently for dressing is from hijabi women. Specifically, what I've seen from hijabi women is the dress, like a long dress over some pants. Something about that I just love. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the 2000s child in me, but I love the pants over the dress. No, the dress over the pants. I've also been eyeing like long sleeve maxi dresses too. Specifically, they have like a asymmetrical kind of line, and then the bottom kind of like pleats out. I hope that makes sense. But I love those kind of dresses, and I've been seeing those a lot. Now we're here for some honorable mentions. They're just kind of like middle ground, but they're things that like some days they're in, some days they're out for me. Like very Heidi Klum of it all. This might be a controversial one, but hear me out. Bows being everywhere. I love a bow. I was a cheerleader. I love bows. I have bows around my room right now. But when it gets to like bows just being in places just for the sake of having a bow, it's like, okay, we need to reevaluate some things. Like, bows are just being bestowed upon like the most random things. Like, why does my fork have a bow on it? Well, it's cute. It's like, if your entire space is bows and you truly love bows, then sure, fine. But I feel like I love bows, but I don't need to see them everywhere I look. And this is like no shade, no tea. Or you know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it's all shade, all tea. We need to like go on a bow diet or something. They're really popular right now, and I feel maybe in a couple years, maybe a couple months, the bows are going to be in all the thrift stores, all the garage sales, all the estate sales, because people are going to be tired of having them. That's just my opinion. I mean, the girlies were obsessed with Stanley Cups, and where's a Stanley Cup now? Don't argue with me. Another one. The named themes for fashion, like the blank core or blank aesthetic. While it does help you kind of find like inspiration or certain items, I think people are like taking that and running with it. But I think people see these and they're like, oh, I like this person that wears this kind of style, or I like how it looks in that photo, but then when they wear it, it's not even true to who they are. Let's say for Brat Summer was like that neon kind of slime mucusy green, but also sleazy. It's sleazy in like the Tumblr sleazy kind of aspect. Very like studs in black leather. And Charlie XCX, she wore like a very like shaggy like fur kind of jacket. Say you like the way those pictures looks, you like the energy of the picture, but you don't like leather, you don't like the shaggy fur, and you don't like the mucus green. Green washes you out, but you still like the energy of that photo, and so you go and buy those things, and you buy them, and you're like, I don't like this, and then you have to like donate it, sell it, whatever you do with it. I feel like there needs to be a sense of curiosity. People need to be more curious and like dive into what they actually like and not what they like seeing. And on that note, see y'all. Hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what y'all's in and outs are for 2025 fashion.